Lizzie McGuire makes her way back to Disney. Is Drake lying about his absentee father to boost record sales? And Simone Biles' new skills earn her her 5th gold medal. Good evening, I'm Samantha Dominique, and welcome to WTOP 10 Entertainment News. Tonight for our panel, we have Deanna Brown and Brooke Thompson. Welcome back, Deanna, for the first time. Welcome back, Brooke, for the first time on WTOP 10's Entertainment News. Brooke, how are you feeling about being on tonight's show?
You know, I'm really excited to be here. It's my first time, and I'm here with you two beautiful ladies, and I'm just, ready to talk about entertainment.
All right, so let's get into that. So, first news of entertainment, Lizzie McGuire is ready to come back to Disney. Recently, new mom Hilary Duff announced back in August that she'd be returning as the iconic Lizzie McGuire in a sequel series set to stream on Disney+. The reboot will follow McGuire as a 30-year-old millennial navigating life in New York City. The original creator of the show, Terry Minsky, is set to come back as the executive producer. The former Disney star said she is very excited to show the struggles and pressures of 30-year-old women and the endless opportunities this show gives her. Production set for the reboot is set to begin at the end of October. So we have another reboot coming back right here for Disney. I know that's when we were growing up. So are there too many reboots? Because we have shows like Roseanne, That's So Raven, Boy Meets World that came back as reboots. So what do you guys think?
I personally believe that the reboot is fantastic. It's going to help me reminisce on my childhood and just give me more time to procrastinate on assignments. So I'm super excited for this reboot.
So you're definitely a big Lizzie McGuire fan,
yes, I am.
Of course.
This is what dreams are made of. What do you
So what about you, Brooke?
I'm very excited for Lizzie McGuire, especially. You know, I grew up with that show and that movie, and I'm just very excited.
Awesome. I hopefully it doesn't fall through the cracks like all the other reboots and can make it past season 2 or 3. Girl Meets World, I miss you. But it's okay. We're gonna just hope for the best for Lizzie McGuire. Okay? So the rebooted show will only be available on Disney Plus, and we have many streaming services such as Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime. So do you guys think they're going overboard these streaming services now that Disney Plus has made their show?
I mean, to be honest, originally we had streaming services in order to help us not have to pay expensive cable bills. Now we have the different ones like Netflix, Hulu, and God only knows what else that we have out there, which is expensive.
Right.
Yeah. No, I believe there's just so many, and that, especially with cable and not a lot of people having it, it's just way too expensive, and you have this expectation to just own all these streaming services when in reality just a lot of people can't afford it.
Exactly. So I can only afford one. That's all we're gonna have for me. So YouTube star Trisha Paytas is recently under fire after coming out as a transgender man. Paytas explains in a recent video that she has felt this way for a long time and has been afraid to come out because of comments she's made in the past. Fans had mixed emotions and were confused about her video. Some took to Twitter saying she was disrespecting the LGBTQ+ community. Here's a clip of what she said.
So do I think I'm transgender? Yes, 1,000%. Do I identify with my natural born gender? 1,000%. So I think that...
So do you guys believe she's telling the truth, or is Trish just trolling again?
I honestly, I have no words. I watched previous videos of her, trying to figure out if she is gay, if she's bi, if she's trans. And to be honest, I am just dumbfounded and flabbergasted altogether. Honestly, I don't know what to think about what she's doing anymore.
Awesome. Yeah, I know. So we've watched the videos and we've seen everything. So what do you think? What did you gather?
Everybody has an opinion, and she has the right to her opinion, but it just goes so far as she offended a community, and she says she's a part of that community, and offending something that you're saying you're a part of, I just don't think it's okay.
Yeah, and it's really hard because her videos, her apology video and the coming out video had a lot of inconsistencies and things just didn't make sense at the same time. But it's also just really difficult to piece it together.
Right.
So I don't know how to believe her and what type of person she is, but from what she's shown us on YouTube, she's kind of a troller. So maybe she's even definitely doing this for attention, bring people back to her YouTube channel, bring up her views kind of things, yeah?
I mean, which YouTube channel? She has 2 YouTube channels. So I feel like she's just, at this point, she wants attention, she's trolling, and she feels as if she's being canceled from our society, as our new terms are daily given to us. So, I mean, what else
We don't
to
know
say?
if she's trolling either or telling the truth. We just don't know.
So if she is telling the truth, it'd kind of be hard for her to even continue this because of all the backlash she is getting. But also, if she is trolling, she's still getting backlash. So it's kind of a lose-lose situation when you think about it. But we'll just wait and see, honestly. Yeah. So moving on, a quick turnaround for celebs Miley Cyrus and Liam Hemsworth, as relationship drama has been heating up within 2 months of the breakup. Miley is now calling Cody Simpson her boo thing as the new romance begins. On Sunday, the couple was spotted grabbing coffee in Los Angeles and have been posting pictures together on social media. Liam has been seen on a PDA-filled date with actress Madison Brown in New York City. So they just broke off their marriage legal thing 2 months ago. So how soon is too soon to move on?
To be honest, I thought they were still married. I did not even know that they were broken up, so apparently I live under a rock. I'm very disappointed in this because I rooted for them. We all rooted for you. And honestly, I feel as if they should have taken maybe a year, maybe a couple of months before they have decided to go gallivant with other people who God only knows if they're really going to be staying in those relationships.
So you think it's too soon also?
I think it is too soon, especially since they were married and everything that they've been through together. I mean, they've gotten back together twice, you know? Obviously, something's keeping them from not staying away from each other.
Yeah, true. And also, like, everything that Miley has done after this breakup, she's already gotten in a relationship with a woman. They broke up 2 weeks ago, and now she's with Cody. And then now she's also included in so many new tracks that she's been a part of. So honestly, she looks like she's living her best life to me after this marriage.
Is it because of Liam?
Is it because of Liam? I don't know. Liam should tell us.
Maybe, but I think that Miley's the type of girl you can't hold down. She gets bored really, really easily, and if you don't hold her attention span, it's really bad. Miley, get it together, please.
So also with her relationship with Cody Simpson, since this big thing that she's putting out, do we think her relationship with Cody Simpson is going anywhere?
No.
No.
She's bored. She needs something to do. So Cody, I'm sorry to say this, but you know, you're just the next person on her list.
Ooh, that's good.
Right.
Maybe she was just the list to turn back and end up next to Liam again.
Let's hope.
Please.
You guys are such Liam fans, okay. Coming up, Drake's father calls Drake out about his lies. Drake fans all around weigh in on who is telling the truth.
Good evening, Storm Team 10 meteorologist Danny Maslowski here with your check-in on the weather. Right now I want to take a look at a beautiful sunset picture that we do have courtesy of Jacob Lewis. As you can see, we have these really pretty orange streaks and red streaks across the sky, and we're actually going to get into some of the details when it comes to having a beautiful sunset such as this one. Now, it all comes down to a thing called refraction. Now, this is when the sun's rays hits particles in the atmosphere. Now, these particles break up that sunlight. Now, as you can see here, the sunlight is normally white, but when it is broken up due to these particles, you get all these different colors. Now, to get that perfect sunset, what you normally want is those red, orange, and yellow colors to come through. And that's how you get those beautiful sunsets. Now we're going to take a look at our futurecast temperatures. We do have a really cold pocket of air, this cold front up here that's going to be making its way into New York State and much of eastern U.S. as we progress further on into the week. Now, as you can see right now, we do have temperatures in the Dakotas, such as Bismarck, 30 degrees, and also Minneapolis at 39, and it's only going to get worse from here. As you can see, we get into Monday morning, 23 in Bismarck, and at Minneapolis, 32, Chicago at 34 degrees. Then we make our way into Monday afternoon and then into Tuesday morning. That's when the cold front really hits us, and then we have places like Cleveland at 44 degrees. And we're going to take a look at those local temperatures, but first let's look at the current temperatures right now. We could see it's fairly consistent. We have low to mid 50s, Oswego at 56, Fulton at 54, Fairhaven at 58 degrees. And it is fairly consistent across the region. We do have some areas that are pushing a little bit colder, like Elmira at 48 degrees, and Glens Falls at 40 degrees. And for a commuter cast, I really love this. You could see it definitely matches when you look at those trees in this graphic. It really fits the fall colors and the fall vibe. And we're going to be talking about tomorrow. So tomorrow morning, it's going to be partly cloudy, but you'll have a really smooth commute as you're heading out to work or if you're going to school. Then we get into our afternoon commute, where we do have a chance of showers as we get into 6 p.m., but mostly we're going to have scattered showers 8 and 9 p.m., but there is a slight chance that we will get showers at 6 p.m. Now, I'm going to also go over some of the wind speeds that we do have across the region. As you could see, over Lake Ontario, we have those really high wind speeds. And the reason for that is because of physics. We do have winds that as they make their way over Lake Ontario, there's very little friction over the surface of water. So those wind speeds actually speed up. And as they make their way along the coast of Lake Ontario, they don't have enough time to slow down. So that's why you see most of the high wind speeds along the coast. Oswego at 18 miles per hour, Adams at also 18 miles per hour, Fairhaven at 15, and Williamson at 20 miles per hour. Then we get into Monday morning, 8 a.m. The winds do die down. You see Oswego at 9 miles per hour, Adams at 9 miles per hour too, and Watertown at 8 miles per hour, but the wind speeds do ramp up. We get 23 mile per hour winds in Oswego as we get into Monday early afternoon, 1 p.m. Then we get into Monday night and into Tuesday morning. The wind speeds do die down, but it's still a little bit high at Oswego. We have 11 miles per hour there. And as you could look more inland, places like Cleveland, we only have 3 miles per hour, and Rome 2 miles per hour. So it's fairly calm as you get more inland. Then we take a look at the future cast. Right now you could see Sunday 9 p.m. fairly clear skies across the region, but that is going to change. We get into Monday morning, 8 a.m. We do have clouds that are making their way into the area, and with that, it's going to bring some scattered showers. Now, we progress further on into Monday. We get into 9:30 p.m., and this is when you see those scattered showers that are making their way across the region, and it is going to continue, but those showers do head a little bit to the north of us, and that is at Tuesday, 8 a.m. And as we get further on into the day, Tuesday, 9 p.m., we have mostly clear skies, and it's going to be a really good day. Now, taking a look at the 7-day forecast, we do have showers for Monday, then into Wednesday and Thursday, and we do cool down 51 degrees on Friday, but we do clear up Saturday and Sunday, 61, 65. We have more entertainment news coming up after the break. You're watching WTOP 10 Nightly News.
Welcome back. This week, I visited campus to talk to other fellow students on the latest drama surrounding Six God Drake. Hi, I'm Samantha Dominique here on SUNY Oswego's campus, and I'm out here to actually get the opinion of other students on what they think about this whole Drake situation. So, if you don't know, Drake's father went on the record and said that Drake has been lying on his songs, calling him an absentee father to increase his record sales. Well, we kind of know that Drake's father sometimes is a little all over the place, but we're going to see what other students around the campus think about what he said. Okay, so can you tell me your opinions on Drake? How do you feel about him?
So I bangs with Drake. I love me some Drake, yo.
He's cool or whatever. I'm not like a huge fan.
So I love Drake personally. He's a really good artist.
You just heard about his father saying that he's lying on his records for his record sales, calling him an absentee father. So who do you believe?
Truthfully, I dad gotta put my money on Drake.
I personally think that like Drake, like he's not lying about the things that he said, because I feel like Drake is one of those artists where like he's straight up.
I honestly think his dad is telling the truth.
You think his dad is telling the truth? Okay.
Yeah, because you know anybody will do anything for like record sales.
Drake could be telling the truth, but like even if the dad's telling the truth, it's kind of like grimy that he would like put his own son on blast like that.
I'm gonna show you what Drake said back, and you just tell me your opinion about it, okay? Drake said, "Woke up today so hurt, man. My father will say anything to anyone that's willing to listen to him. It's sad when family gets like this, but what can we really do? That's the people we are stuck with. Every bar I ever spit was the truth, and the truth is hard for some people to accept."
See, he's not gonna lie about something like that.
It doesn't feel genuine to me. Like, because if you were genuinely hurt, like, I feel like you would just throw a little bit more in there.
I mean, if it is true and Drake is lying, then that's extremely upsetting, especially for a huge Drake fan I am.
So it's up in the air. We don't know who's telling the truth.
Yeah, and the world may never know.
Reporting, Samantha Dominique, WTOP 10. And we're back, so we have Dan sitting with us to discuss this entire little Drake situation. So firstly, what do you guys think? Who's lying? Like, what's your opinion? Who do you think is lying?
Oh man. Okay. Well, you see, I want to say his father. I love Drake, so I'm kind of biased on this situation. You know, he has his actions I don't approve of, but Drake, I love you, man.
Do you think his father is lying?
I think his father might be lying, you know, you never know. I feel like if his dad, you know, was there for him, I feel like Drake just wouldn't be putting it in his songs like as much as he did in the early albums.
Right.
So
so do you believe in Drake, or do you agree with that one student who said that is definitely telling the truth?
I'm kind of split on the issue because I like to take a step back and then look at all aspects of the issue and ask the hard questions like, okay, well, Drake definitely has the popularity, and sometimes maybe when it comes to family members, it could be his father that's like, well, he's getting all the fame and the fortune, and then sometimes they could get selfish and they're like, well, I want some of that attention too, so maybe they could fabricate a story and bring it up so that they do get attention.
Right, but I just found it weird. That's why I'm kind of like leaning more to Drake, not because I'm a huge Drake fan, but that these songs where he talked about his father's relationship, they came out a long time ago. Like, one song is from 2013, and it's 2019 now. So, Dad, why are you talking about this now? You know, so like, what do you guys think? Why is he just doing, his father might just be doing this for clout? Do you guys think that he might?
Everyone needs their 2 seconds of fame, and this is his time, I guess. I mean, he had multiple opportunities from the time that his son decided to, you know, insert him into his albums, into his music. He could have came out then and said, you know, well, you're lying, so stop lying on me. But it's been how many years? How famous is Drake? What has he done?
Good questions. But also, like, so Drake, to play devil's advocate, so Drake also just said, like, he doesn't, like, from what he said posted on Instagram, that he can't believe that his father can't, like, believe this, and it's hard for people to accept the truth. So I think that's what we're seeing here for, like, his father is just not being able to accept that he's an absentee father. So it is what it is. So, well, after the break, we will give you a breakdown of what's popping on social media, and special guest Seamus Rhea will give us an update on a popular video game. Welcome back to WTOP 10 Entertainment News. Now let's chat about some social media posts. American gymnast Simone Biles won 5 medals at World Championships in Germany this week. Biles earned her 5th gold medal in her favorite event, vault, making her the all-around world champion for the 5th time with an overall score of 58 points, 9 points. She beat Chinese competitor Tang Shijing by 2.1 points. She performed 2 new skills that have never been attempted before. They are expected to be named after her. Biles is looking for a similar performance in the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. So, after hearing all her points and all 5 of her gold medals, is she the greatest athlete of all time, or?
I'd say she's pretty much up there. I'd say that, you know, she's a highlight for younger girls who are watching her and who want to do the Olympics.
And Brooke, do you think, like,
you know, you never
really
know who's going to come next.
Oh, sounds like some competition for her. Awesome. So, from the hit new show Nerd Herd, we have Seamus Ray here to tell us what's going on with Fortnite. Seamus?
Thanks, Sam. Fortnite is making headlines today because the popular game has been shut down, or has it? After the conclusion of the game's 10th season, the game's official Twitter has been blacked out to match the black hole that has sent the game to the void. Fans were expected in anticipation for the 11th season. However, when the clock struck midnight on Tilted Towers, the game was sucked into the void and remains unplayable to this very moment. This more than likely doesn't spell disaster for the billion-dollar property, though, with two popular theories that Epic Games is either going to launch the 11th season with massive changes to the map or officially launch Fortnite soon. So ladies, now that your boyfriends are not going to have the excuse of playing Fortnite anymore, what do you plan to do with them in the meantime?
Obviously.
Absolutely nothing. Nothing. Just read a book and be a good couple together. Dan, do you actually play Fortnite also?
I played it for a hot second. It wasn't really my style, just because of the games that I normally play, but I could see why a lot of people got into it at first, and it was very popular. But a lot of other games started mimicking what Fortnite was doing, and I think that was one of the reasons why it started to decline.
Actually, funny enough, Fortnite has been claimed, or they've been accused multiple times of stealing from other games. So a lot of this that they're going to be changing the map came from Apex Legends, which is another similar game that just changed the map last week. So now Fortnite's also going to be doing it, which is a pretty big trend with them, unfortunately.
Wow. I don't know what's going on with you.
Oh, well, Fortnite is, it's definitely the most popular game for a reason, so I don't think that Epic Games is going to let it sit in idle for too long, simply because every second that it's not out there making money, it's just a second wasted to them. So I think that they're definitely going to bring it back sooner than later. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Make sure you tune in to Nerd Herd Tuesdays on WTOP 10. And now, finish it up.
Well, if you've noticed, some of us are wearing pink in celebration of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So shout outs to breast cancer and anybody who's suffering. And we hope you tune in next week, Sunday, for WTOP 10 Entertainment News.